Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us. I'm Cameron Townsend in for Jevin McCoskey. Today is one of our weather alert days, so we're going to take a look. We have our chief meteorologist, or not our chief, just a meteorologist with us, Krista Chang. She is going to help us out. Krista, what are we expecting to see this afternoon? I know some of these storms are going to get a little crazy.
Yes, Cameron, we can also see some chances for these showers and storms starting to pop up as early as now and also continuing throughout the early evening. Right now, most of that activity is just staying a little bit more west of I-95, but in the next couple of hours, that is expected to slowly start to move on through just a little bit more. We are going to once again see for today a slight risk for some potential severe weather, mainly though for the PD and for the border belt. For us closer towards the coast and for Conway as well, that's a level 1 marginal risk. What we're looking at for today is really just going to be strong winds. We are going to be gusting possibly up to 50-60 miles per hour if we do see any severe thunderstorms. We will see heavy downpours as well, and of course some frequent lightning. But again, a look at our radar and satellite, already starting to see just a little bit of some systems popping up. If you are heading out right now though, we are mainly dry, but that does change just in the next couple of hours. This is a live look outside Ocean Boulevard. It's nice, it's sunny, it's not raining, so if you are heading out right now to run any more errands, most of that rainfall is really going to hold off until about 2 p.m. and then continuing off and on until about 8. We do have some more scattered chances, not just for your Friday, but for the weekend. We'll talk more about that coming up in just a few minutes.
Thanks, Krista. And don't forget to download that Storm Tracker 13 weather app. You'll get those updates right to your phone, and it is free on your phone's app store. And News 13 is your local election headquarters, and President Trump will hold a rally in Myrtle Beach tonight in support of Senator Darlene Graham ahead of the Republican U.S. Senate runoff, where she is set to face Congressman Ralph Norman. That rally will take place at the Myrtle Beach Convention Center, where the doors for the event will open at 3. That rally is set to begin at 7 tonight. And the Myrtle Beach Police Department has issued a traffic alert, which said specific roads and timing of those closures will not be announced in advance due to security reasons. Drivers are encouraged to allow for extra time while traveling and to use alternative routes when possible. Roads will reopen as soon as they deem it is safe to do so. And the Republican U.S. Senate runoff between Senator Darlene Graham and Congressman Ralph Norman will be held on Tuesday. Today is your last day, though, to cast those early voting ballots for the race. The polls are currently open and they will close this evening at 5. Voters are just asked to bring a valid photo ID with them. And just a reminder, people who voted in the GOP primary in June, last week's special primary, or neither are eligible to vote. You can make sure to count on News 13 for your election season. We'll have everything you need to know both on air and online at WBTW.com. And breaking news at noon, Horry County Police are searching for the suspect connected with a bank robbery. Take a look at your screen right now. Police say this man robbed the Conway National Bank on North Kings Highway and left with an undisclosed amount of money. He was seen on foot prior to the robbery taking place, but at this time it is unclear whether he arrived at or left the area in a vehicle. The investigation remains ongoing, and you can make sure to count on us for those updates. And we now know the name of the missing boater whose body was found yesterday in the Waccamaw River. The Horry County Coroner's Office identified the boater as John Rabin of Aner. Rabin's body was discovered around 9 yesterday morning by the South Carolina Department of Natural Resources dive team. We're told Rabin was not wearing a life vest and went underwater after crashing into a log on Wednesday morning. Another person was recovered and taken to the hospital. SCDNR says that person was treated and released on Thursday. SCDNR is continuing to investigate. And Horry County Fire Rescue responded to a 2-vehicle crash this morning that sent 5 people to the hospital. Crews responded to East Highway 9 business in William Street in Loris around 8 this morning. We don't know what caused the crash or the condition of the 5 people that went to the hospital, but once we get more information, we will make sure to pass that on to you. And the woman that was killed Wednesday night in a hit and run along 501 in Horry County has been identified. Horry County Deputy Coroner Tamara Willard says Sadie Graham died after the 2001 Chevy Tahoe was riding in. It flipped. It flew partially threw her out of the vehicle. That crash happened just before 9:30 Wednesday night near Enoch Road. Troopers say the driver of the Tahoe swerved to miss another vehicle from hitting them head on. It then hit a ditch and flipped, and the driver of the other vehicle left the scene. If you have any information about the incident, you're asked to call your local authorities. And the Florence County Sheriff's Office says 3 juveniles face charges after an 11-year-old was held at gunpoint. Deputies responded to South Jeffords Street at around 4 yesterday afternoon. The Sheriff's Office says the 11-year-old was confronted at gunpoint by people in 2 cars and was robbed of their shoes, book bag, and other belongings, as well as forced to remove all of their clothing other than underwear. The victim was also hit in the mouth by one of the suspects. Those 3 juveniles remain unnamed and face armed robbery, second-degree assault and battery, and petite larceny charges. Deputies say additional charges are possible. And now we have more information involving the arrest of a Florence County councilman. According to the Florence County Detention Center booking information, Jaqual McCall turned himself in Wednesday morning on an indecent exposure charge. An arrest warrant shows McCall was caught in sexual act while inside a vehicle outside of Oasis 843 Elite Restaurant Bar and Lounge on Saturday just before 1 a.m. The arrest goes on to say McCall and the co-defendant, who were not named, were observed inside the car, and those 2 were performing a sexual act in plain view outside of that bar. Once the officers knocked on the window, that co-defendant reportedly moved back to the passenger seat. And McCall has served an at-large member of the Florence City Council since 2020, when he became the youngest person elected to the council in the city's history. You can read statements from both McCall and the city online at WBTW.com.
News 13 on-time traffic, sponsored by Joy Law Firm. Just call Joy.
And to look at your afternoon commute right now for parts of 501 closer towards DCU, we do have some light commuter traffic going on. 501 Highway 544 to Carolina Forest is moving about 12 minutes compared to the normal 6. 17 Farrell Parkway to Glens Bay will take you 8 minutes. 17 Mr. Joe White to 82nd Parkway right now is moving about in 11 minutes. Not seeing any slowdowns on I-95 all the way up to Lumberton. We aren't seeing that either for parts of South Irby Street in downtown Florence. So if you're taking 52 Palmetto to I-95, it's moving about 7 minutes. 76 5 Points to Irby will take you 5. And 95 TV Road to 76 is moving on time with 9 minutes.
And as the war with Iran nears that 6-month mark, President Donald Trump is calling on U.S. allies to ramp up the pressure on Iran financially. It's a move to further isolate the country and force a deal to end the war. Washington correspondent Trevor Shirley reports.
President Donald Trump also threatened economic pain for any country doing business with the Iranians. President Donald Trump says the U.S. will soon launch what he's calling economic D-Day against Iran. On social media, the president vowed to unleash the most crushing economic operation ever taken against any country. The Iranians dismissed the president's threats aimed not just at Iran, but any other country that does business with the Iranians.
Our announcement is for economic action.
The White House offered few specifics about its renewed pressure campaign, and Iran is already under massive global sanctions. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent says more details will be revealed Monday.
I think that the economic action will mean that oil prices will come down sooner.
Oil prices spiked on Thursday as the 2 sides wrestle over control of the Strait of Hormuz, as the president paints a positive picture of the situation.
The blockade has been 100% successful.
The president also warned Oman, a close U.S. ally, to not get involved. Oman is on the verge of striking its own deal with Iran to move ships through the strait, an arrangement the U.S. opposes. The president says negotiations are still on the table, but so far hasn't given any kind of timeline as to when those might resume. Reporting in Washington, I'm Trevor Shirley for News Nation.
And coming up on News 13, with the topic of flock cameras sweeping the nation, many people are wondering, have they been flocked? We'll tell you how you can solve that mystery coming up in just a few minutes.
And today's another hot day, but it brings us a chance for some afternoon and evening scattered showers and storms. We'll talk about when we can expect and what coming up after the break.